Well, welcome to Westfield Matters. This is the show for the Westfield Chamber of Commerce, bringing you all kinds of community information. Today we are at Sanders Glen, our wonderful host here on Cherry Street, a retirement community for senior citizens. My first guest today is a good friend and a wonderful asset to our city, Melody Jones. Melody's here. She has her formal capacity as director of the City Parks Department, right. And she is going to talk to us about our 4th of July event, the Westfield Rocks the 4th.
That's right, Julie. This year, after many years of not really celebrating our Independence Day, Westfield is hosting a wonderful event in downtown Westfield. It is called Westfield Rocks the 4th. The location will be at Isabel's Park, which is right across the street from the high school, and it actually will be spilling over into the high school, which is where part of the event will be held as well. Parking will be throughout the school's campuses because we're anticipating a very large crowd, but we're very, very excited, and we have many different aspects of the event that I'd like to tell you about.
Well, I want to add, you say at Isabel's Park. Now, will this happen just at, I know that that's a linear park. Is that going to happen all throughout the park or basically at the north end of the park?
Basically at the north end of the park. Of course, access is from the south, and you can just, park in downtown and walk up the trail system to come in to avoid some of the congestion that I think we will see in the school parking lots. But by and large, everything will be hosted at the north end of Isabel's Park, which is a 205 West Hoover Street, sometimes known as 181st Street.
Yeah, so this is more than just fireworks.
This is more than just fireworks. The day will actually begin in the morning with a bicycle ride called Bike It. It is to raise awareness and funding for prostate cancer. This event, registration starts at 8 o'clock. It'll get kicked off at 9 o'clock with a 50-mile ride for the biking enthusiast, and then a 5-mile ride for basically family-friendly ride. All of that is staged at the very north end of the high school parking lot, about as far north as you can get on Union Street. That's the site there. The rest of the events, the second thing to start will be the car show. We have the Headliners Car Show and Motorcycle Show. That actually begins at 11 o'clock. That'll be staged in what is known by most Westfield people as the senior parking lot at the high school.
At the high school, okay.
Basically, it's the high school parking lot directly across the street from Isabel's Park. The rest of the events all start at noon with our Battle of the Bands, which we are very excited about. We narrowed the field to 6 bands that will be competing throughout the day. All of these bands are young musicians from all across Indiana. They had to be 30 years or younger to compete, and we're very, very excited about the caliber of talent that will be coming to our Battle of the Bands. This will be scheduled, as I said, throughout the entire day, and as that draws to the close and the judging is announced, we then kick off our music headliner at 8:15 with Duke Tomato and the Power Trio, who was a Hoosier favorite.
Yes.
Duke will be playing up until the fireworks start, which is at 9:45. Other things in the day's calendar is our children's area, which is the entire east side of the park. We'll have 2 bounce houses. We have a dunk tank. There is a challenge going on right now in the city's administration as to who all is going to sit in the dunk tank. We already have our police chief, Joel Rush, who's volunteered, a couple of our department heads. We even have Robin Leach, who is the principal at Oak Trace Elementary School, who has stepped up to say that she'd sit in the dunk tank as well. So we're thinking kids of all ages will have fun with that. The other things that you'll see included is we have a great selection of food vendors from businesses throughout Westfield that will be bringing their best menu items to the event. And we'll also have a marketplace, which will be informational booths and vendor booths as well.
So overall, is there a cost for us to attend?
No. It is totally free. The Westfield and the Downtown Neighborhood Association has partnered together to bring this event. We have had fabulous sponsorship from our local businesses, and if I may, I would like to mention who some of those are.
Why don't we do that as we wrap up here? Let us know who your sponsors are, but real quickly, are those vendor booths food? You would have to purchase those, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The food vendors are definitely there to sell their wares, and we have quite an assortment from restaurants throughout Westfield, a little bit of everything, and it's going to be a really fun 4th of July menu.
Well, let's wrap up with your list of sponsors, and then we'll make sure that people know how to get these.
Okay, our title sponsor for the entire event is IMMI. Our safety sponsor is Clarion Hospital. Our music sponsor is Duke Energy, which we think is kind of funny because
Duke
Energy is sponsoring Duke. The children's area is Dr. Whitaker's Orthodontics.
Michelle Whitler?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I say that wrong? I did. Thank you for correcting me.
Yes.
Java Sportswear is our fireworks sponsor. We have Radiant Life Christian Church as a sponsor, and Green 3, and Westfield Yamaha is sponsoring the car show. And we also have Tucker and Mariana Bank. All of those have been
very nice.
Great sponsorships. You will see these booklets all over town. This is a schedule of our events. It has a map of the sites. You know where everything is. You should be able to pick these up in just about everywhere, especially the Chamber of Commerce or the City Service Center. And we'll have them there the day of the show as well.
Well, thank you for all the energy. I know you've got a lot of volunteers, but I had to have a person at the start, and thank you for doing this.
Well, you're so welcome, and I'm glad you said volunteers because we still really do need a lot of volunteers, and anybody that would be like to get involved, we have an incentive. If you volunteer for a 3-hour shift, you get a ticket, and that is a chance towards a flat screen TV that we're going to be giving away to a lucky volunteer who helps with this event. So,
we'll make sure
so get involved.
We'll put your name, your contact information up on the screen, and people can get in touch with you, or you can always call the Chamber if you missed some information or need one of the booklets. Melody, thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie.
We'll see you on the 4th of July, but don't go away because we will be right back.